start with Community Corner. This is where we highlight local organizations doing good. And for the holidays, it's incredibly important because they're just right around the corner, and that means it's going to get really busy, especially for the Idaho Food Bank. You know, they're working hard to make sure that every family in our community has something special on their table this season. So joining us today, we have Amy Luganbill, and it is so great to have you here, Amy, because we're talking about the increased need, especially during the holiday season. So for those who may not be familiar, though, introduce us all to the Idaho Food Bank and how you serve our great state.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having us,
Yes.
and thank you so much. The Idaho Food Bank serves the entire state of Idaho. We do that through a partnership with about 400 community partners.
Wow.
These are churches, schools, senior centers, shelters, and other organizations who are in their community and serving their community. We serve anybody with an expressed need. Last year, throughout this partner network, we served around 216,000 individuals experiencing food insecurity.
216,000 individuals.
Every month.
Every month?
Yes.
Okay, so that need is quite great. And I love that because, like you said, you're the Idaho Food Bank. So we're not talking about just the Treasure Valley and the greater southern Idaho area. It's the entire state that you're helping to support. So we can all lean in and be a part of this. Holidays, as mentioned, such a busy time. Talk about how that need increases, especially this time of year.
Sure. The holidays are typically a really busy time for many families. For those families who may be experiencing food insecurity, anything that impacts the family budget, increased cost of heating, clothes, preparing for that holiday meal or holiday time can put a strain on their budget and exacerbate some of that food insecurity. Right now, with the delay to SNAP benefits, over 130,000 SNAP beneficiaries are experiencing even more of a strain. So we're really seeing an increase in the need. There's been about a 6 times increase to the food locator on our website, meaning folks are they're looking for ways to stretch that budget further and put food on the table.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, in particular right now with some of the decreased support that others usually have available to them is going away and is strained. I've heard other organizations that work directly with you trying to lean in to help fill that gap because they've seen such an immense uptick in families that are really strained right now in that area, right? And it's hard to decide, like you had mentioned, between do I pay for that heating bill or do I put food on the table for my kids? Right. Do we, do they have to stop their extracurricular activities? Do I have to move this, right? So it's hard. It is such a hard time, and that's why it's so important that we all lean in and that we support the way that we can, right? Okay, so for those at home, help us understand, what do you need right now?
You can donate time, food, or money. We could say time, talent, or treasure. Right now, one of the most effective and efficient ways to help the Idaho Food Bank meet this growing need is to donate just through our website. With every $5, we can provide food for up to 15 meals. So we really stretch those dollars further as we are working to meet this increased need right now and throughout the year. But if you go to our website, there's also volunteer opportunities, fund drives, food drives. It all comes together to support us. We are mostly supported throughout our community. It's 92% of our revenue comes from individuals, corporations, and organizations in Idaho. So we are truly supported by the community, and the community support makes this happen.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when it comes to donating food, I think a lot of schools like to gather items. I know there's a great event coming up we'll be talking about where you can bring an item. Help inspire people to make sure they're bringing the right thing.
Sure. Yeah. High demand items are often protein, so shelf stable items like tuna and chicken, peanut butter is a great one, or any whole grains, oatmeal, whole grain pasta, and actually canned vegetables. So it's low sodium vegetables. They can add to a meal and make it stretch further.
And I'm going to add my 2 cents to this, can I?
Yes.
Okay, because I know some challenged families, and in particular they have some food issues, right? So while many people will donate peanut butter, think of those who are allergic to nuts. So bring some alternatives. Bring those sunflower seed nuts, or butters, right? Bring the mixed nut butters opposed to just the peanut butter. Almond butter, that's a great option. Help those who might also be strained in that area too.
That's a great point.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we're going to continue this conversation, though. We're all about giving back today here on Idaho Today. For the food bank, there's an opportunity to come up tomorrow that you can get involved in. An amazing local performance where you can give back, be entertained, all for a great cause. We got more of that coming up right after the break.